Welcome to Full Frontal Fatherhood. My name is Julian Redwood, and today I'd like to talk to you about a very painful part of having a kid. So often, when we're in the pregnancy and during the birth, we feel really close to our partners. But then out comes our baby, and our wife's attention quickly turns almost entirely towards the baby. We can so easily feel replaced, so easily feel unloved, and even end up resenting our baby in this situation. It can be quite hard on our relationship and ourselves and leads to a lot of dads just backing away and not getting involved in the parenting situation, which then puts a huge strain on the relationship and causes many things to go bad. The first thing that you can do is to go and get involved with your baby. Give yourself and your child the chance to fall in love. It's so easy to stand back and just support the relationship between the mother and the child, but it's crucial that we choose to fall in love with our babies and give ourselves that time. Just take off your shirt and feel them skin to skin with you. Stare into their eyes, listen to their sounds. Realize the amazing moment you're having, that this being is half you. If you give yourself that moment over and over again, it creates a bond. This also supports your wife to have her time alone, and then she can see you taking care of her child, which will fill her with love for you. It allows the whole triangle to really be balanced and for everyone to feel the love that they need. If you are loving your baby, your wife is loving you, she's feeling space to be herself as an individual, and the whole situation thrives much more. The second thing that you can do is to nurture your relationship with your wife. Yes, her inclination is going to be to entirely turn her attention towards the baby. And as I said, that's primarily a good thing. But you obviously need to nurture your relationship with her. Otherwise, you won't be able to weather all the inherent difficulties of having a baby. And your relationship can easily end up very strained if you don't take the time to really connect. Unfortunately, sex is often not an option at this point because of what the woman's going through, both during the birth, after, and as a result of her hormonal shifts and a needy child. But if we can still find ways to connect with our partner and feel emotionally connected, then our sexual needs don't have to dominate the situation. Yes, sex is one of the easiest ways to feel intimate, to feel close, to feel wanted, and to play. But that's not the only way. It is the primary way that we as men know, but we have to learn other ways. Just go and talk to your partner. What's going on for you? If you're feeling unloved and displaced, just share that with her. You don't have to blame her for it. Just tell her how hard it is for you in this new arrangement. That creates intimacy. That kind of expression of vulnerability is what brings people together. You can also share your longing to be close to her, how difficult it is maybe to not have sex so much anymore, and how you would like to be there with her. Cuddle, stroke, give massages. Find other ways to feel close to one another in a time where both of you really need it. The third thing that you can do to have this go in a much better way is to ask your partner to give you the space to be an empowered father. The strength of the motherly instinct so often stops us from having the space to get in there because they're quick to react. Or if we are in there taking care of our child, they're quick to tell us how we should be doing it differently. That all causes us to just stand back because it's really not nice to be told how we should do something differently. And if she's constantly stepping in to take care of a hard moment, we're inclined to just let her handle it. We have to ask her to give us the space to get in there when the child's crying or needs a diaper change, and then we need to take that moment. Tell her you want to be that dad. She has to make effort to stop her motherly instincts, and I talk extensively about that in the one key to being a great mom. Share with her your desire. She'll appreciate it tons. The fourth thing that you can do is to work less. I know that's hard in our current culture, but how often do we hear from people that have lived well into old age that the one thing they regret is that they didn't spend more time with their loved ones? They never regret having not spent more time at the office or having not gotten further in their career. This moment with you and your baby and your partner is one of the most valuable moments in life. Such potential for intimacy and connection that can fill the heart like no other moment. If you stand back and go off to work to feel better about yourself, you lose this precious, precious moment. Yes, it's hard. Your work may be upset with you for cutting out a little early or taking all up of the paternity leave that's offered to you, but take whatever you can. Give that to your family and give that to yourself. It's really horrific when this beautiful moment of our child's birth is followed up by us feeling lonely and displaced. Use these four things to turn the corner and get back in there with your family and feel the love. Take the time to be engaged and fall in love with your baby. Nurture your relationship with your wife. Ask her to support you to be an engaged father and work as little as possible. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Full Frontal Fatherhood. I would love to hear how you handle these difficult moments. Please join the conversation below, but this is hard stuff and we're all doing our best, so let's be nice to one another. And I'll see you next time for another episode of Full Frontal Fatherhood. Take care.